All right, squad, you guys asked for more food segments. I am delivering. Quick caveat, the parrot resides in the dining room. We are shooting in my kitchen today, and we're shooting on my cell phone, so you will hear the bird chime in. I have already cut this thing 5 times. We're just gonna have to roll with it. So you'll not only be getting my professional opinion, but also the opinion of my gala cockatoo, Roz. Not even trying to be funny, not even the littlest bit. All right, today we are going to be making my absolute favorite go-to superfood breakfast, which by the way, you can also have as a snack and you could also have as lunch if you want to. Why do I love this meal so much? Because it is a microbiome boosting powerhouse. Microbiome, what is it? It's all of those microbes that live in your gut. And we know, although we don't understand fully the mechanism of how microbiome works or all of the quadrillions of different microbes in our gut, we know that microbiome health is linked to everything from longevity, your ability to fight off infection, body weight, right? People who are obese have a different microbiome, but that you can impact it, you can affect change there, so don't be discouraged. Gosh, your microbiome can help with everything from fighting off cancer. Like there's actually a little microbe in there called Akkermansia, and we know that this microbe is extremely powerful at fighting off different cancers. I mean, it's a big deal, okay? So here's what we're doing today. We're making my yogurt parfait. So we've got some organic yogurt. Now I go with low fat because it's just lower calories and I'm gonna be adding a bunch of stuff into this bad boy. So organic, right? No hormones, no antibiotics. Why the yogurt? Well, you could use things like cottage cheese, but we all know that yogurt has bacteria in it, good bacteria for your gut. So we're putting some good stuff in, right? So that's our starting point. Now, maybe you've heard the term prebiotics. What are prebiotics? So probiotics are good bacteria. Prebiotics are food and nutrients and fuel for those good bacteria. We gotta feed these little monsters in our body to get them to work for us. So then we're gonna be incorporating various prebiotics, right? So food for the microbes. Thank you, Roz. All right, now, maybe you've heard of postbiotics, right? So postbiotics basically are what prebiotics create, what probiotics create when they have prebiotics. They're short chain fatty acids. They're really good for you. You don't need to supplement this stuff. So nowadays you'll start to see really expensive symbiotics, which is a prebiotic, probiotic product. Some of them have postbiotics in them. You don't need to pay for the postbiotics because if you're getting prebiotics and probiotics, it creates postbiotics. So you don't need to buy a gazillion dollar product that has postbiotics because we're making that by giving the body pre and probiotics. Okay, so we're starting with our organic Greek yogurt. Yum. All right, now we're adding in banana. Why are we adding in banana? Loaded with prebiotics, right? So don't forget, these foods also have a host of other health benefits. They're loaded with all kinds of micronutrients, potassium, magnesium, all that stuff. I never like that little end part. I don't know why, but guess what? I'm gonna do something gross. I scrape the skin of the peel because it's got all of that really good prebiotic fiber, and I pop that sucker into my dish, okay? So banana's really good prebiotic. Now, super powerful one. It isn't cheap, but it's really good for you. I buy pomegranate seeds, okay? You can buy the pomegranate and you can pull the seeds out yourself. And I freeze them so that I have them. Now, these guys are really, really powerful at boosting that little microbe we talked about called Akkermansia, right? The one that helps to fight off cancer. And they also have different compounds in them that help with healthy mucus for your gut lining, right? We want a really healthy gut lining for a host of reasons, super important. So pomegranate, big deal. Super healthy for your microbe. Oh, I left the kiwi over here. Okay. Now, another big one, kiwi. This guy, they did studies with kiwi, right? And it showed that people who ate more kiwi, it was actually 4 kiwis a day, don't get overwhelmed. But people who incorporated more kiwi, they saw that a variety of those good microbes were growing exponentially. So, for example, let's say you've got to take an antibiotic because you get sick. One azithromycin from a Z-Pack can wipe out all of that healthy akkermansia we were talking about with the pomegranate. So you want to replenish that stuff regularly. It doesn't have to be perfect. Kiwi, really one of the top prebiotics. And I'm gonna ask you, leave the skin on. I know that sounds gross, but it actually doesn't taste gross. Leave the skin on. That's one of the top mistakes that we make with our fruits and vegetables is we remove the peel and the skin. So you see I scraped a banana, pop that bad boy in there. That's one kiwi. All right, now, blueberries, really powerful food. I'm making a huge mess. Again, tons of prebiotics, but I'm gonna be totally honest with you here. This next one that I'm sort of sliding in is called an Aronia Berry. Now they make these guys freeze-dried. I buy mine frozen, but you can get them on Amazon, for example, freeze-dried. The reason I incorporate these is, yes, the fiber is good for your microbiome. However, this berry is one of the most important and powerful foods that you can consume to help boost your body's natural stem cells. So maybe you heard my previous podcast series with Dr. William Lee, who is a Harvard researcher that studies nothing but food and how it affects our health. So this animal is one of the best things you can do for your stem cells. So they don't taste great, I'm not gonna lie. They're not awesome, but you mix them in there with the banana, the pomegranate, and all that good stuff, so it sweetens it up a bit. These guys are a little bitter. All right, now, cocoa nibs. Wow, really good for you. Really powerful with regard to the fiber in them feeds the probiotics, right? So it's got that prebiotic fiber, but it also breaks down more easily for your body to absorb the polyphenols from the cocoa nibs. So basically, it just means you're getting all that superfood into your body more easily. Really good for your microbiome. Okay, now we put a few walnuts and a few pecans, same thing. The prebiotic fiber from these guys helps those probiotics. Remember, we could be talking about the omega-3s in these guys and all the micronutrients. All this stuff is super duper healthy for you across the board, but instead of buying that like 200 calorie kombucha that's loaded with sugar promising gut health, why don't we do it the right way? Because this will actually help. Now, I don't add this, but you can. So this is Manuka honey. It's crazy expensive. You don't need Manuka honey. If you're not pregnant and you can get raw honey and put a little teaspoon on there, right? Just to add a little more sweetness if you need it. It'll taste amazing. Personally, I got enough calories in there. I don't need it. So I leave it out. My girlfriend needs it. She doesn't like to eat healthy. All right, so look at this. I'm not even a chef, but look how beautiful that is. Delicious. And you know what? Share it with somebody who needs to be healthier. I oftentimes sneak this into my kids' breakfast. I share with them. Really good for you, super duper healthy. Get to it. This is my go-to microbiome breakfast. Bye-bye! Okay team, don't forget I created this channel just for you guys. So click like, subscribe, and let me know what you want to hear more about. If it's diet, fitness, wellness, mindfulness, I'm here for you. So give me your feedback.